For the past 6 years, thousands of residents in Busia, a town in western Kenya, have endured homelessness due to severe flooding and backflow from Lake Victoria, Africa's largest lake. This situation is not unique and reflects the global crisis of millions of people losing their homes due to the devastating impacts of climate change. Here, families, including women, children, the elderly, and the sick, are crammed into overcrowded, internally displaced persons camps, struggling to access basic necessities like food, clean water, medicine, and sanitation. Meanwhile, vast swatches of once fertile land lies submerged underwater, leaving individuals and communities displaced and vulnerable. Even the education system has not been spared from the ravages of climate change and natural disasters. Those affected by this ongoing crisis share their harrowing stories and how their daily lives were forever changed.
The flood water ambushed us at night. At that time, I was with my grandchildren, and so I had to save them to higher ground. I lost my home and everything due to floods after heavy rains pounded my village. The situation has never changed until now.
As they endure cold nights, they also face waterborne diseases such as typhoid and diarrhea, along with malaria due to mosquitoes and chilly nights.
There are so many mosquitoes here, and our children have rashes due to the cold nights in the tents.
Handful of the victims have resorted to renting houses at shopping centers, while some are being hosted by relatives in unaffected areas despite losing all they had.
When floods submerged my home, I had to move. I have now rented this house because I have no choice.
Religious leaders, especially sisters, play a vital role in supporting homeless individuals by offering shelter, food, clothing, education, medical assistance, and importantly, providing spiritual guidance and counseling.
The displaced people, the first place they think when they are having a problem is the church. So they normally come there. We pray for them. We assist them with some food, although not enough, and some clothing. Even we are forced to ask our friends, people of goodwill, to donate some food and clothing so that we can cater for them. These people have lost everything. If the government is capable of doing something, they can buy land, go and build them some small house, some small structures to take them there so that they start life. Because this thing is staying. But leaving them here, you're only bringing them to the grave.
We tried to get some relief food for those who are displaced, particularly from the diocese.
The local officials, led by Busia Governor Paul Otuoma, who is also a climate activist, have been supporting affected families. Otuoma attributes the flooding and backflow to the effects of climate change. He is calling on global stakeholders to fulfill the commitments made during the climate change conference.
Everything, your food, nutrition, security is not there. Your homes are not there. Even the police to be able to reach when there's an issue, where do you pass? Because some of them, those road infrastructures we have seen, have been destroyed. And that's why when we go for sometimes these conferences and we speak and we say we need commitment, some people have contributed to climate change more than others. And some have borne the brunt of climate change more than others. So we are saying sometimes those who have been contributing to this are a lot of time the most industrialized, the most wealthy countries. Why don't you share a little bit of that prosperity that you have gotten because of destroying our environment, so that we are also able to mitigate for those who are bearing the brunt?
As victims continue to receive meager support from well-wishers, they are urgently appealing to world leaders to promptly allocate loss and damage funds. Those funds are crucial in helping them cope with the severe weather events resulting from global warming. Doreen Ajambo, reporting for Global Sisters Report.